Corey Davis headlines the class. He was the first player drafted. Should be noted that as of today, he is getting an MRI. By the time this is up, we could have more information on Corey Davis. It's related to his hamstring. But take us through these first-round wide receivers and what you make of them. Actually, a second-round wide receiver as well, what you make of them as rookies.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's a tough unit to figure out because I like Eric Decker. He's underrated. Rashard Matthews is underrated, led that team in targets last year. You bring in Davis, but the reports were it's Matthews against Decker on one side, and it's Corey Davis, the split end, every down player on the other side. You're right, he's fighting an injury right now, but I thought this was really interesting. You look back at since 2007, so kind of the modern NFL offenses. Since 2007, there's been 5 receivers selected in the top 5. Here's where they finished. A.J. Green, 17th, and this is PPR fantasy points. Amari Cooper, 21. Sammy Watkins, 27. Justin Blackmon, 29. And that slacker, Calvin Johnson, at 37. So worst case scenario for the first 5 is 37. Corey Davis, top 5. I mean, the pedigree's there. They're going to use him.
Wow.
So, that's enough for me to move the needle. I'm worried about volume in a run-heavy offense, a team that's going to win a lot, run in the second half, but you look at that, you look at the history of how these guys are used, and it paints a good picture.
And you also, by the way, think about the fact that you've got Delaney Walker and Eric Decker there, 2 really good red zone guys. So how much, even if Corey Davis is on the field a lot, how many touchdowns could he score this year? Love him in Dynasty, but yeah, I think it's curb your enthusiasm a little bit on him this year in redraft.
This is going to sound weird, but if he has to miss a few weeks of training camp right now because of this hamstring issue, it could actually increase his value in fantasy because it will keep his ADP down. There is no opportunity for him to have this ridiculous, wild one-handed catch in a preseason game that people are like, oh man, Corey Davis, that dude is legit. And again, we talk about if you're going to have a shot in the dark, it needs to be a guy who's got super freak talent. And before this hamstring issue, he was the talk of Titans camp, as Mike referenced earlier.